What is going on, guys? This is Paul McMillan II. Welcome to another live session, and it is May 19, 2022. So the first thing we're going to do is just check the news on Forex Factory. And even though we're not trading Forex pairs, still good to look at this because we can get an idea of what the indexes are going to do as well. Looks like the US dollar is going to be under a little major news starting at 8:30 here, which is shortly. So this is going to be a huge advantage of me trading against the USD by trading NASDAQ, which is NAS100. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark up the market structure from the 4-hour time frame to, from the 15-minute time frame to the 4-hour time frame. So let me pause this recording and go all the way back as far as price goes. Be right back. All right, guys, so this is as far back as price goes. So I'm going to go ahead and start marking everything up. So I'm going to put my vertical line here. Then, of course, you know, I mark up market structure based off of liquidity areas and where institutions are actually gathering liquidity in order to put their buy and sell orders in, which causes a lot of huge moves in the market, which results in a lot of imbalancing moves as well. And those are the moves that we want to trade consistently. We want to start drawing our zones as well. So we want to the 30-minute to do the same thing. This is the area that we just marked up on the 15-minute. So we're going to put another vertical line here. It's going to represent this in 30. All right. I'm going to pause this recording and draw my zones for these, and then we'll move on. All right, so now I marked up my zones for the 30-minute time frame. So let's move to the 1 minute and do the same exact thing. So of course, it's the last vertical line. And we're going to mark up these here. So I'll put my vertical line here. So then put one here, put one down here. Going to change these to red. I'm going to change these to, so let me pause this recording and do these, and then move on to the 4-hour. All right, so now I did the 1 hour, we're going to move on to the 4-hour. As you can see, these are all the ones that we had marked up already. So now we go all the way to the current price, which is right here. Okay. So now I see that current price is here. And so then I'll probably put another vertical line here. Do something here. No, actually, I might put the vertical line down here and draw a zone. And once I get back to the 15-minute time frame, I'll probably adjust the zone to see where price is at. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Actually, this is supposed to be. That's what I'm probably going to do. Now we're going to go back to the 15-minute time frame. And this is the 15-minute time frame here. Now, I'm probably going to erase this zone because when I look at the RSI, it looks like price hasn't really hit the bottom yet. It's hit a support here, but I could use one of my X factors lines as a support for price to break and retest that. So I'm going to actually this, just my screen here. Might draw another zone here. Might put my zone maybe all the way down here. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that might be more appropriate. That's what I'm going to put at this point. So now that I did that, we are going to move on to step 2, which is identify the trend. So let me kind of zoom in a little bit so you can see price a little bit more. That's good. Yeah. I'll move this up to there. Yeah, so this is where current price is at. I just move up to here. So obviously when we identify the trend, price is pretty much overall bearish. You can see this huge bearish move to the downside, pull back here to mitigate a little bit of this area, did the same thing here. So I really believe that price is overall bearish. So at this point, I'm just going to put a trend line here since we're focusing on the most recent on current price. So then I'm going to draw a note here that's going to say bearish trend line. Okay. That's what I'm going to put. Now, the very next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the higher high to lower low risk strategy indicator, because it's going to help me to identify the nearest high and the nearest low with current price. So I can see the most recent low is down here. You see this little blue dot here. So this is going to be my break and retest X factor lines for the buy. And then the most recent low for this current price here, I can see it right here. There's a low over here for support. So I will put that here. All right. Change this into a buy. Change this into a sell. Right. And then that's what I will put in place for now. And I'll adjust these as time goes on with price. See where price is going, closer to the 930 bell. So then what I do is just turn this off, okay? Very next thing is we turn on our order flow indicator. Now, when we turn this on, you see that there was a lot of, give me a second, guys. So as we can see from this previous move here, it created a lot of imbalance in the market. They have came down to mitigate all of this. So they could possibly eventually buy price up to mitigate all of this imbalance that it created here. It could. So I will, of course, keep that in mind. There's still a possibility that they could drive price all the way down to support and then decide to buy it all the way up and create a new all-time high. They could do that. So what I'm going to do in this situation here is I'm going to go ahead and set my take profit zones. But before I even do that, I'm going to put on my order block finder. And see, there was a recent order block here, but then there's also some buy order block here. They could bring price back down to here to fill in this gap, and then drive price up to fill all the imbalance. So if that's the case, what I'm going to do is set my take profit lines. So this is probably going to be my take profit one here. It's going to be my take profit two for the buy. And then I'm going to set my risk reward tool for the long position. They could buy it up. But if they sell it, we'll do that. So let's see here. Put it right here, we can make a take profit one. And up here is going to be TP2. Okay. TP1. Which is 530 plus pips. It's 1,500 plus pips. Now we got that. And so that's for the buy. Okay. The price decides to buy up, and that's what we're going to do. Now, let's say price sells like you think it's going to. This is going to be my risk reward for the sell. Let me move this over so that way this is not too much in the way. There we go. Let me move this over. And this is going to be for the sell. The price sells, I want to get at least 10 pips worth of NAS, which is around 500, 600 pips. All right. Then for TP, so there's going to be TP1. There's going to be 670 plus pips. Down here is going to be TP2, which would be over 2,400 plus pips. All right. So that's a price sells, okay? Now, let me do this here. I'll pause this record and do a couple things. We're going to move on to the next step. All right, guys, so I kind of adjusted my screen, so now you can see price a little bit more clear now. Looks like it's probably going to sell down. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, but we'll see. So now that we have set our take profit lines, what we're going to do is actually set my alarms. Let me do that real quick. All right, guys, sorry about that. My internet was acting up. Give me a second here. Get this internet. Hold on. All right, now I'm going to set my take profit lines like I was doing before. I really hate my internet, guys. I really do. There's another headache I'm going to tackle later. TP1, this is 530 30 pips. All right. So now that I did that, all of those are set. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my Delorean EMA indicator. And like I always say, I use this indicator as extra confirmation on top of any analysis I do. So when the red EMA, when the yellow EMA crosses the red EMA, and especially when it's below the blue EMA, and it matches my confirmations with the order blocks and market structure and all that, then that gives me a good indication to buy or sell. So when we look at this situation here, you can kind of see that the yellow EMA has crossed over the red EMA. It looks like it might be pushing up. So the next couple of candles is going to let us know if price is really trying to push up and buy up, or if the yellow EMA crosses the red again and continues to sell down. So we'll know that at the 9:30 bell, which is in 30 minutes. So we set everything. I forgot to put my alarm for this one. Let me do that. That is TP1 670 plus. All right, so everything is set as far as that. So the next candle can close above, which is at 9:15. The next candle can push up. So maybe the next 2 to 3 candles will let me know where price is really going to go. How do we do this? Might even move this one up here since this is close enough. I want to move it up to here. Let's go and retest 9. Yeah, so that's how we're going to set that. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the 9:30 bell. We have less than 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens. And then we'll put our seatbelts on and enjoy the ride. Be right back. All right, so we have a couple more seconds to the next candle closes. Now, So now we have another 15 minutes before the 9:30 bell. I'm thinking it's going to probably going to turn into a banker's candle and start to sell, possibly, but we'll see. But we have another 15 minutes. It is, it's 9:15, so we have 15 minutes. So once we get closer to 9:30 bell, I'm going to make my decision. I'm going to put in the short position, my take stop loss and take profit into my MetaTrader 4. I'll decide then. But we're just going to wait and see what happens at the 9:30 bell. I might wait for the next couple of candles and see if it's going to break the retest and really go down, or vice versa. We'll see. We'll see what price does. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have about a little bit over a minute before the 9:30 bell, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my stop loss for the sell. I think the price is going to jump down. We'll see. So let me prepare for that now. Stop loss is going to be 118. 65.0. Take profit is going to be 115.0.0. Now I got that in. What I also see, guys, as well is this previous order block is still taking up a lot of liquidity. So price could push up with this liquidity and then drop down. I'm thinking. We'll know. Let's see, we got 26 seconds before the 9:30 bell. Let's get ready. I'll just record until we get to about 5 seconds. Three, 2, 1. 9:30 bell. Oh, so price is trying to buy up.
That dang buy.
Nah, see, there's a wick there. I put in, it's like it's trying to buy up, so maybe, which is understandable. It has a lot of imbalance up there. I'm gonna put in for 117.76.7. It might come up and grab that liquidity and come down. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to bust through there. Yeah, 115.20. Yeah, it looks like it's pushing up. Let's see, it's pushing against that liquidity. Yep. See that wick. I'm gonna have to wait for the next candle first. See, it's still pushing on it. Yep, that wick. See it. Let's grab that liquidity. Yep, it's where the wick is grabbing up on that previous order block. So yeah, it's time for me to kind of wait. Looks like it's kind of pushing up on it. Going for the buy, it's pushing up. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna share this phone screen. See if we can get a winner here. I might have gotten in too early. Crap. But we'll see. Something here. Looks like it's pushing up. Okay. Buying up. Smash first, take profit. Okay.
Progress.
It's pushing up. Okay, good. $60 profit. About 55, something like that. It was pushing up. What you doing? Let me pause this recording real quick. All right, guys, so I just locked in my first profit, so let me go ahead and share my phone screen here. Give me a second. And then I already trailed my stop loss. So as you can see, $49 profit. This is in my live account, so don't be thinking it's my demo, y'all. And I'm still about $25, $26, $29 in profit. So I'm gonna keep on letting this trade ride up because I already trailed my stop loss. So if it pushes me back, I'll still be in profit. So it's a risk-free trade at this point. Now let me share my main screen here. You can see how high price is really jumping and filling that imbalance. Crazy. So we really are busting. The price is really buying up. Ooh. So now let me pause my report and go back to my ET4. Hold on. $42 in profit. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. 36, 35. Give me at least 40. Give me at least 40. Give me at least 40. No way, if you're not gonna give me 40, then I'm gonna take 30. There we go. $81 profit for today.
Man, tell them how long it took to make that $81, me dog.
Hold on for a minute. I would say within maybe less than 20 minutes, made that. And again, this is in my live account. So let me share my main phone screen. This is price still pumping up. So it bought up. There's a lot of imbalance they had to fill, but it might be medicating this area, then it might decide to sell back down soon. So that's why I went ahead and jumped out. So now I'm going to take a picture. Let me see something here. Yeah, we did good on this. Let me pause this recording real quick.